Let's just check really quick if we are live or not, and let people come. At least few people should be there. Okay, the comments are here, so we can start, because I want to start for the people. If people are not there, then what's the point, right? What's the point? Kavya says, hey there, long time no see. Hi. Hello Kavya. I was little sick. I was not feeling okay, but now I'm totally fine, and we can start our live stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the brand new live stream of the Zbit.com. Now, for all those people, they have so many questions, because see, we are focusing on the new people a lot. So every time I have to say this, I know it might be feeling for you that I'm repeating stuffs again and again and again and again, but I am focusing on the new people out there who maybe this is the first time they are seeing my live stream. Maybe they are not following me from the first day. This is their first day and every of those things. So I need to make them clarify this one and very simple thing, that Zbit is a crypto exchange platform where you can start doing your trading journey, where you can start having a digital currency, a digital asset in your wallet, and you can enjoy it for the greater future. Because we have seen this one very specific thing: the whole world is going behind digital nowadays. We are just focusing on the digital contents. We are just focusing on the digital marketing. We are just focusing on the digital way of doing everything. I'm saying we have not left a single thing which is still a traditional way of doing. Even like doing the SIPs, mutual funds and all those kind of stuff were considered to be a traditional way of investment. But nowadays we can see the data. Even if you go search, research and blah blah stuff you do, the research says that more and more people are converting themselves from the traditional way of investment to the new era of investment, to the next gen of investment, that is trading in cryptocurrency, trading in stocks, trading in indices by themselves. Because what is bank doing with your money? They are doing exactly the same thing. They collect money from you, they put into some XYZ trade, they earn money from it and they get it back, and then they are having like profit from it, a huge profit, and they give you the little amount of profit. Are you here to just get a little amount of profit? Are you not here to have a good, great amount of profit which can help you to earn so much, the same way the bank is having a maximum profit? So aren't you excited for that? Aren't you having those feeling that I can also do it? And a lot of people have this one very specific question, that our investment is little low, we are not having that much money. Bro, starting is a thing. If you take the first step, doesn't matter what your investment is, you need to take the first step. Even though you are having the little profit every day, that is totally fine. One day that is gonna pile up and you gonna have a big capital to take a big trade. So don't give yourself excuses that I am not having a big capital, I am not having XYZ, this thing, that blah thing. If you want to find problem, if you find excuses, you will find millions. But if you want to take the first step, you just need to take the one step, that is just entering into learning what trading is, how to do trading. And trust me, this is the most easiest, simplest way of doing a passive income. Everybody knows to be financially freedom, we actually require a passive source of income. Because with our salary, like, see, I am not talking about those rare kind of people whose salary is actually in crore. Tripti, hello Tripti, hi. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for coming on this platform. Thank you so much. So I'm not talking about those people who are there, like they are having very huge number of salary, like in crores and blah blah stuff. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the general average audience which are there and not having more than 30,000 or more than 40,000 or 50,000 salary in their monthly wise. They are earning this much only. So with that amount, you cannot adjust your life. With that amount, you cannot compare, live, be alive, like kind of all those kind of stuff with those kind of salary. You have responsibilities, you have things to take care and blah blah stuff. All those things will pile up a lot and you get very stressed by not having a proper financial planning, without having a proper financial way to support your life, to live your life, not to just survive, but to live your life. Okay, now a lot of people in India are suffering with one thing, that is they don't know what to do with money. Their financial management is so poor that they have no idea like how to save money, how to make money, how money can earn money. Passive income, being a financial freedom, is having a passive income. And that is how you make money. Money makes money by investing. If you invest your money in something, it will give you a very good return. And don't think about this thing ki market is gonna go down, I am gonna have loss. Everything in this world is having two sides. One is a great side and one is a bad side. Now, if you just focus on the bad side itself and never ever explore the great side, then you are doing very wrong thing. If you are having this much, if you are not living a risk-free life, then you cannot take decisions. Then you cannot take the step forward which you want to take for having a passive source of income. Trading See, passive source of income is not just trading. I will tell you very honestly, there are other sources as well. Like you can open a business, you can have a startup, make a company, XYZ, do real estate, like wherever you can invest money. Okay. But why trading? Trading is considered to be the most risk free. Okay, now people will ask, like, all the time I have to check out the charts, whether it's gonna go up, whether it's gonna go down, and blah blah stuff. It is not risk free. I'm at a risk at losing my capital and everything. But at the same point, what is your investment? To open a business, you have to make so much investment. To open a startup, you have to do so much investment. To open a company, you have to make so much investment. Everything requires investment. The most least invested passive income source is trading. Trading requires very less requirement. I'm just comparing, okay, comparing to the business, startup, company, XYZ thing, whatever you want to do, or invent something new or make a patent of it, whatever you want to do. Trading will require little less investment than that. Trading will require less stress from those. Trading will require a one very specific thing, that having a knowledge. See, even if you open a company, business, and XYZ thing, whatever startup, obviously you need to master that one particular topic, one particular area where you want to conquer. Same way, trading is also the same way. You have to conquer trading, you have to learn trading. You cannot just like go blindly and I'm just gonna roll the dices. If it's gonna give me 6 sixes, then I am the winner. If it's not gonna win, I'll go home. No, that's not the thing which happens in the trading. There is no gambling over here. Gambling is there, but study is also required. The same way, even if you go to the casinos, there are some games like blackjack, 25, 21 cards. They have a specific numerological, theoretical number which you can actually calculate. If you are that fast with your mind, you can calculate those stuffs and then you can win as well. Right? Gambling, but at the same point, it requires study as well. Same way in the trading, you can make money by understanding the behavior of the market. Understanding, if you are very good at understanding everything, doing research, learning trading. There are so many techniques which are been this, because see, trading is not just invented right now, which is new in the market. No, it has been ages that trading is going on. So all the knowledge which is supposed to be there is already given. You just have to consume that knowledge, and everything, like everything. I'll give you real life examples as well. Everything has 100% ocean worth of knowledge. Every topic. You talk about mouse, computer, person, male, female, XYZ, anything has an ocean worth of knowledge to study if you legitimately want to study. But do we require the whole ocean worth of knowledge? No. We just require those knowledge which will be useful to us, which will be useful for us to make money. Nothing else than that we require. We just require this 2 to 3 specific steps, that how we can make money, what can I do to save my money, and how can I make double, triple, or if I'm losing money, how can I do risk management. That's all. That's all you have to do. I'll give you a little gist of how to do risk management, because there is like a very good way which I use. Like whenever if I am having a loss, like losing the trades, and like some days are not good. Some days market actually behaves such in uncertain way that we cannot help it. Right? So in those scenarios, I will also tell you like what I do for doing my risk management. I will tell you exactly those things. But before that, everybody, whoever joined this live stream, I just want to ask you this one very specific thing, that this Zbit live stream I'm talking about. Okay, Zbit is an app where I will talk about Zbit as well. But before that, I just want to talk about live stream. This live stream is not regarding just to promote, just to give you some knowledge or something. This is a one pit stop for everything. related to crypto, but not related to stock, indices, entertainment. Like, entertainment, like I play games and we can have anything like with that we can do. Entertainment is not an issue. Sometimes I also get bored in the live stream. In the middle of live stream, I would like felt like again and again, again and again. I'm not that this much like a that kind of guy, like a nerd kind of guy. Just reading it. I don't. I like to have fun as well. So we can have that in the live stream as well. That is not an issue. But this is a live stream, is a one pit stop for everything related to the crypto world. You want to know news? See, because I focus on every of those aspect of the trading which is supposed for a beginner. Like, you are a beginner, for example, if you are a beginner, you are a new person, you don't know anything regarding crypto, you are like legitimately from the scratch, you are like at a 0 point, you don't know what is candle, what is chart, what is trading, what is this xyz, you don't know anything. Okay, so I make sure that my live stream has every of those aspects for you to understand trading, because trading requires XYZ. Like, same example, for I will give you one example. The basic knowledge from first standard to 10th standard was what? English, maths, science. What else was the subject? English, maths, science, music, dance, sports. I forgot. History. Okay, history was there. What else was there? Like, you require, just to pass the 10th, you require so many aspects. These are aspects, there's nothing else. These are the different things, 7 different things which we require to learn to pass our 10th standard, to gain a basic knowledge regarding the life. Basic knowledge of maths, basic knowledge of English, basic knowledge of science, basic knowledge of history, and every of those things. Basic knowledge. All these aspects come together and make you pass your elementary and all those secondary, higher secondary schools. Same way in the trading, if you are a beginner and you want to know what is happening in the trading, there are different aspects of the trading for all of the beginners to know. You should be required to know the news, what is happening outside the crypto world. Related, I will see, because see, now there are many news. Now people will be very confused, like how can I cope up or with all the other news, like everything is there in the world and blah blah blah, so many news. How should I filter out? How should I be updated with everything? Who is telling you everything? The crypto market, stock market, indices, commodity, they are what? They are nothing other than trades. We are doing trading over there. Right now, it is a part of a global trade. Now, like Indian stocks are traded by the Indian people, but other people can also trade with Indian accounts. So every trading market is open for everybody. It is nothing other than and digital, like considering to be like we don't go at one place. We do it from our like PCs, websites, phone, apps, all those things. We do it from here. So that's another digital trading. Like if I give it a term, we do digital trading nowadays. Like it's going fast, not nowadays it's going fast, it's back age of times. So we are doing a digital trading. Digital trading is a global part. A whole global, the people coming from one to another, they are connected via digital trading. Everybody is in the market doing trading. Now, global trading I mentioned. The news which affects the crypto market are two things. Whatever is happening in a global which can affect trade. Not just the digital trading, but any kind of trading, the physical way of trading as well, the company's tariff attacks as well, which can make the trade little more difficult. Any those news which can affect a global trades. Okay, we are focusing on digital, we are doing a digital trading. I am talking about the traditional trades, like trading the foods, agricultural trade, medicinal trade, machinery trades, and clothing. What else is oil, gold, silver, iron, copper, whatever there is to trade between two countries, between the global trades, whatever is happening. If that global trade is interrupted or any new thing added into that thing which can make that trade not to go smooth, then that affects the crypto that are digital trade as well. Digital trade in everywhere. It can affect in the stock, it can affect in the indices, commodities, it can affect in our crypto market, because it will create an uncertainty, a little imbalance in the global trade. Now I told you one very specific thing. We are doing what? Digital trading, considered to be a global digital trading. Okay, now because everybody is connected in that one platform, we don't chat, but we have a common platform where people come and take a trade, right? In that thing, what happens now? People are knowing these things outside, like what is happening and all, and they know one thing, that the trades, doesn't matter if it's a global trade, doesn't matter if it's a domestic trade, doesn't matter if it's a digital trade, doesn't matter if it's a like the traditional way, which is like exchanging foods, agriculture, like XYZ, all those kind of trade, which is a traditional way, and the other one, which is where we are buying the stocks, we're buying shares of the companies, buying cryptocurrency, buying gold share, and blah 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 stuffs. Those things, if it is all like a domino, not dynamo, domino. The one which like one falls and another keeps on falling. I think it is called domino. Yeah, I feel it is called domino. So whatever, you understand my point, like that there is other tiles like back, and they're standing each other. One falls and then whole thing starts to fall. The same way is a global trade. If one thing is getting affected, he is gonna make it affect to all those people. And why it is getting affected? You may ask, like it is not related to the cryptocurrency, it is not related to anything regarding the Bitcoin, Ethereum, blah blah. See, it is not about the product, it is about the customers. If the customer is getting affected by XYZ thing, then the product is gonna get affected, because the product is considered to be great, bad, okay by the customer. So the product doesn't have value. The value is given by the customers. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XYZ of the stable coin, how they are having this much value? Because customer made those things. Customer is nothing other than the traders, right? If consider Bitcoin to be a product, all those people who are trading in it are their customer, right? So customer put their value, like no, this is the next gen thing and this should be going up. And we can see the Bitcoin to be considered to be the world's most expensive currency right now. One coin is worth $108,946 right now. The most expensive. Why? Because customer, the people, the trader put the value into the Bitcoin. It is never about the product. It is always and always about the customers. Think in that way. Okay. So whenever a customer is getting affected by any means, whenever the customer is getting affected by any kind of means, like it doesn't have to matter, like a person can get affected with his physical thing as well, his mental thing, his family, something surrounded to him in his country, and blah 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 blah. So XYZ. If a customer is getting affected, he is not gonna show that much interest. He's not gonna give that much value to that product in that period of time, because he has other things to deal with. Considering my point, understanding my point, right? So same way, news affects. Now news is affecting who? People. Customers, the traders, the investors. Their mentality is right now thinking in so many things, and you know how a human brain is. Having, like people say, like having a free will is actually very good thing, but I feel completely opposite of that. It has a good thing and a bad thing at the same point. Having a free will gives you that, okay, you are a boss of your own, you can do whatever you want to do. If I say I pick the mouse, I pick the mouse. If I say I put the mouse, I put the mouse. But at the same point, free will makes a man curious regarding each possible details of the future, each possible, because he is having a free will, he is having a freedom, and he wants everything now to be in the control because he has a free will, which makes him to overthink, stress, anxiety, and all those kind of stuff. He has to deal with it because of his free will, because he wants everything according to his freedom. We cannot just like something is coming to me and I'm like, okay, I accept it, thank you so much, now go. We cannot do it. We won't do it like this. How fast is coming, what step is taking, how will look is, how he's doing, blah blah thing, what is gonna affect me, how am I gonna save with him, blah 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 blah. So many questions will come to your head. Same thing happens when you hear some XYZ news. Now you know one thing for very sure, because see, even though the whole crypto market is very different than the traditional way of investment, very different. Their fundamentals, their utility, their use of cases, everything is very different than the stocks, the indices, the commodities, the oil, like whatever traditional way of investment they are doing, like country to country exchanging oils, food, culture, blah 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 stuff, xyz. All people are exchanging so many things. But at the same point, have you understood one thing, that still it makes the crypto fall? This is not because it is not related to this and blah. The main people, the people who are handling the crypto, who are making the crypto go up, go down, go up, go down, the big investors in the crypto market, those are the people who knows this one thing for very sure, that history repeats itself. They have seen that a lot of news have came out which made some affection, which made some impact on the crypto market. So rather than maybe saying that this time the news won't affect, their mind triggers in that one very specific way, that before it happen, it will happen again. Before it happen, it will happen again. Before it happen, it will happen again. So always make sure that even though that news is not related to the crypto, even though that news is nothing related to the digital way of trading, cryptocurrency, blockchain, xyz, still it can affect. If it's affecting a global trade, because big global trade is done by who? The big investors, the big people. They are the only one who is having so many ways of earning money. If they are affected, they are gonna affect they are gonna stop their investment in the Bitcoin. They may take it out to fill up some gaps in here and there. Those kind of stuff affects the market a lot. It's not because of us. Okay, retailer investor, if the market crashes, if you hear the very bad news outside, even if we take the whole, whatever all the retailers in the world are there, they take the whole sellings and blah 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 stuff, still the market is not gonna fall that much. Least, I'm just gonna say, least we make the market fall down to here. That's all. Which is nothing other than a sideways market. You can clearly see sideways market is going on. That's all. We can make the market reach to here. That's all. The most of we can do. Because it's not our money who is holding the whole market, who is putting the value in the Bitcoin. It's not our retailers' money. To be very fair, to be very honest, it is the big players' money. It is those people's investment in the market which is making the market Bitcoin have that much value. Not just Bitcoin, I'm talking about any other coin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP. Why do you think that there is such a huge gap between the first, that is Bitcoin, and the second, that is Ethereum? Why? I'll tell you. Ethereum are not, if you go and search, or you can do a little research, Ethereum is not having that big investors right now point to invest in it. They are not having those big investors. Ethereum is like, sometime they enter like this. This is the big investors entering, and then very low volume they are investing in it. They are not considering that Ethereum should be invested in heavily like a Bitcoin. Even today I want to share 2 to 3 news with you, which I will be sharing you. Okay. Now, in Ethereum, most of the people are retailers. Maximum, I'm telling you, majority of the people are retailers. Big players are not here in the Ethereum at right now. There may be very few, and those few investment is not making the market go up, because you can check the market cap of Ethereum, you can check the inflows of the Ethereum. Sometime it comes, I'm not denying it, sometime it doesn't come and blah, but it is coming in very less quantity comparing to what money they are holding and how much money they are putting into the Bitcoin. Ethereum is not having that much exposure. Not having those exposure is straight nothing other than Ethereum is not having big players, institutional people attention, wealthiest investors, government attention, not at this point. They are they are considering just one, that is a Bitcoin. That's it. They are just considering one and one specific thing. And I have a theory for it. See, as we are having differences in currencies, like I am Indian, I use INR. There may be some people from British using UK's like pounds, and some people from US dollar, some people from China yen, some people from other. We are having a currency differences right now. Our exchange rates, our currency going up, down, and that I know that this is regarding the terms of like the country's GDP, the country's economic growth and everything, which is understandable, which I'm not even denying it. But when the cryptocurrency came, the digital currency came, and which is not having any medium in between. There is no banks in between. There is no rules, regulations in between. There is nothing. It's just me trading with you. It became P2P, but not P2P like I just want to give you 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupee. No. P2P as in like I can make a whole country's trade with you without even anyone asking me why you shared it, put tax on it, put this on it, and blah 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 stuff. No, you cannot do it. There is no middle term. There is no middle person over here. There is no middle person over here to deny your request. There is no middle person over here. If that other person who is accepting it and receiving it is saying no, this trade won't happen, then that's another thing. But in between, nobody is gonna tell you like we need to verify, we need to do this, we need to do that. No, nobody's gonna do anything. So this digital currency became a common ground for whole global world. One common currency where we can stand united at one point. If you are not having it, that's not our issue. If you are not having it, that's your issue, because you are not investing, you are not buying the common money, which is right now a common ground for all the country. Because digital currency, cryptocurrency is trading global way of trading it is. We are in that center where everyone is in that one page that this is digital currency. Everybody is focusing on Bitcoin. Why? My theory, I really believe that why just Bitcoin? If we want to have a common ground, we cannot have a common ground with this many currencies. This many currency, we cannot have a common ground. We need to have that one coin which can be like common ground for everybody. One ground, one coin. That's what I feel. That's why Bitcoin is having that kind of value and other coins are not having that value, because right now I feel like other coins are maybe won't be there in the farmost future to trade. Right now it is being traded, right now it is been there for investment and every of those things, which I won't deny. But you have to understand this one very specific thing, that Bitcoin is a currency. Other Ethereum, Solana, XRP and blah 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 stuff, they are made for some reason. They were not the currency like, oh my god, I found a digital currency and blah. It's not a currency. They are made to make something easier. The drawbacks, like whatever the first Bitcoin came, now we saw some drawbacks in that blockchain. The transaction are getting slow, transaction fees is getting a lot and blah 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 blah. So many drawbacks we saw. Now for clearing all those drawbacks, we made a new blockchain to blockchain to blockchain to blockchain. Ethereum was there because it is cheaper It is more easy to transaction. Again, Solana came there, very fast and very cheapest transaction. Again, all of those stuffs is offering you something. But I feel the main coin is Bitcoin. Other one is just like for there to cure your drawbacks which you saw in Bitcoin, to help and support the Bitcoin blockchain. So that's what I feel. That's my theory. Okay, you don't have to believe me, you don't have to trust me, you don't have to do anything. That's just my theory, which I felt like telling you, that why Bitcoin is having the number one, and that too we can see the difference between one and second is huge. One is $1,08,000. Second one is just $2,500. There is a huge difference. More and more value has been put on the Bitcoin, and not just the investors, even the government. We have seen the first one. See, US government is always the first in doing anything, and that's why they are the first world country. They do everything the first, and then the rest of the people follow. And I don't understand why we have to face such things. If we can see some potential in it, then we can be the first initiator, we can be the first person to enter, we can be that first person to go, we can be that thing. But again, US government became the first thing to enter into the crypto world, to make the world's first crypto reserves and every of those things. Now just imagine this one very specific thing. If the world's most powerful country, that it's the number one country, okay, right now America, USA is considered to be the world's top country, comparing the economy, comparing the GDP, comparing the military and blah 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 stuff, comparing to everything overall average. If we take up every country, USA is in the top one. Now when you see this one very specific thing, a country which is the number one country and it is making a reserve for the Bitcoin, there might be some reason for it. It's not a for example, I will tell you, I'll give you two examples. There is a one person who is having a 1 crore rupee without any team, like no team of financial maintenance, like CA, chartered account, CA is chartered account, yeah, chartered account, some risk management people, some new people like market analyst people, like they can see what is happening in the market, where we should invest and blah blah. He is having a whole financial team, having 1 crore but with a whole financial team. Okay, now another one is this person who is having 1 crore but with no financial team. Who do you think can invest the money better with a financial team, where people knows they are getting paid for making that money grow, they are getting paid for making that money earn more and more and more for him, not having a depreciating asset which is just gonna lose the value by the time, but gonna have a appreciating asset which is gonna increase by a time. This person who is having a whole team. Now understand this one thing, every government has such team of everything, like finding innovations, finding interest, finding this and blah 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 stuff. Everybody has every government has a team where they focus on what to do the next for government to grow, for the country to grow, and every of those things. In those things, they have taken a decision that they should involve cryptocurrency reserve, a digital currency which we cannot see, which we cannot touch right now, in a real time value, like value for a physical thing. I'm saying like a common person's needs, a common person's value, not for the future. I'm not talking about the future value. Future value, it has so much, that's why it is being traded as a number one this thing, world's most expensive currency in the whole world. But the real life value we are not having of a Bitcoin right now stage, we are not having it, but maybe for a far most future which we cannot see and they can see. That's why US government sold their gold reserves to buy the cryptocurrencies. Just to buy the cryptocurrency, they sold their gold reserve, gold which is considered to be the world's most safest asset, where your money cannot go loss. You are gonna face a very good amount of profit in it, but even in that thing they faced They sold the gold reserve just to buy more and more Bitcoin, because maybe he knows that in the farmer's future there might be a time coming where Bitcoin can be the next gen, next finance for all those people. Because at the end, what we require, what is all humans' main goal in their life? Having freedom. Digital currency offers you that freedom. There is no restrictions, there is no government interfering between you and blah blah stuff. It is a freedom which is offering you. Blockchain is the most transparent way of having a finance. You can know what is happening without even like nobody is hiding it anything from you, like the bank does, or something. Nobody does. It's a next thing for giving finance a freedom, where finance didn't had a freedom at the first time, controlled by the banks, controlled by the government, controlled by the wealthiest people. Now we are having this one platform which is not controlled, which we can see having a finance is having a next phase of freedom in that again. But the same thing is happening. The big people, the big institutional people, the governments are again trying to take the more and more control of it by investing in it. Because at the end, if it will just be decided who has the most, because that is going to be the richest person and blah. If you're having the most Bitcoin, if you're having the most this XYZ thing, then that is going to be the richer people. That is going to be the one who controls the other people, the ones who supplies the coins, one who supplies this XYZ among things. So I got distracted from my topic, but the aspects, sorry, I was talking about the trading aspects. One is news, positive or negative, doesn't matter. Global news, global trade news, global anything which is affected by global. It can be war, it can be the trades, it can be or else there are other news which is related to the coins. For example, Bitcoin had this issue, Ethereum had this issue, Solana had this issue, or positive news as in like Bitcoin is doing something very great for the farmers' future. People get interested, people get very excited when there is something there which is giving them interest, which is giving them which is giving them what I was talking about, yeah, which is like having a greater use. Why Solana is having this much like it's a meme coin based blockchain, it's based on the meme blockchain Solana, but still having a very good value compared to the all the meme coins which we are seeing right now. Solana is having great value. Why? Because of the uses. The most fastest, the most cheapest, and the most easiest way of having a trade is offered by Solana, right? This is the reason why if XYZ coin is having a great utility. Mira, hello Mira, pretty little baby. Hi. So another aspect is market behavior. Understanding the market behavior. I will tell you what is a market behavior very soon. What you need to know regarding market behavior, what you can do for the market behavior, how to understand market behavior, everything very step by step. I will make you understand very specifically. Okay, and other thing which I want to tell, which there is aspect is like a big players, because right now money is everything. In trading, money is everything. If you are having that huge amount of money, you can control the market. Go ahead, nobody's gonna stop you. The market will come to you to have, okay, like, come sir, let's have a trade. Come sir, I'll give you profit and blah blah stuff. The market can give you that thing, but at the same point, The retailers, us people, we are the one who is not having that much money to invest. The big people are having too much to invest, and they are right now controlling the whole cryptocurrency. If they want, they can make the crypto market fall tomorrow. If they want, they can make it crash it tomorrow. If they want, they can make it skyrocket and reach to 2000k, 2 lakh k dollar, that is to 200k dollars. They can make it reach tomorrow. They have that kind of money. So right now, what we need to do, what should be a retailer's mentality at this point, where we know that our money is not having a worth, where we know our money is not having that much strength in the market. We should be right now a climber tree. You know, climber tree, they just take support of the person and they just climb on it, climb on it, climb on it. We should be that thing. We should be utilizing this third aspect, which I said, that big player. We should be knowing where they are. Where are they entering? How are they entering? All the strategy related to the big players, so that whenever they enter, whenever they make move, we can take a very good amount of profit from those people. That thing we should be doing. Okay. Third aspect is big player. First one is a news, what is happening outside the world, global trades, whatever is affecting. Second one is a market behavior understanding. We should understand what market does, how is it, what is liquidity sweep, what is this, what is that. Everything we need to understand, so that we will know, okay, so this is what market is doing right now, and I should be doing this. It's same way, like, see, have you seen Money Heist? Have you seen Money Heist? In Money Heist, what the professor did was, he thought about every possible, smallest to the biggest, to the most ignored, to the most, all of the possible problems, and he had a solution for all those problems. He thought of every possibilities in the future, like maybe this can happen, maybe that can happen, maybe this can happen, maybe that can, XYZ, 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 XYZ. All of those things can or may happen, and he made that plan with that thought. He is having solution for every possible future. Every possible future he's having a solution in Money Heist. That's why people loved it, because it is such well planned. Like, everything has a loop. Everything is coming to a dead end, and it's restart again. It has those things. So same thing, if you want to have a master plan regarding anything, we should be considering every possible outcome of the market, and we should be already making sure that we are also thinking about every possible outcome of the market and what we can do in that market. That is second thing, that is understanding market behavior. Is the same thing, having a multiple options, like maybe this can happen, maybe that can happen, and then we can have a thought that if this happened, then I should be doing this. If this thing happen, I should be doing this. Every possible outcome, every possible outcome should be there. You need to have a solution for every possible outcome. Okay. Third thing, big players, where they are, how much they are investing. How much they are investing? Are they making the market go up or go down? That is simply, you can understand by, see, you will, like, whenever you see the data or whenever you see something, you will understand who is the big player and who is the small player, because you will know by the the investment itself. Like, big player has huge investment and we have small investment, so you will know by the number itself. Just knowing how to track big players, track their websites, they may share you, track their quarterly reports, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4 reports, And other than that, you can also track there are some websites where you can track the whales transactions, where they invested, where they not invested. Or also you can daily track the inflows and outflows of the market, so that you are aware how much money came in the market today, how much money is going out of the market today. Everything you will be knowing, because the day you will see, like, for example, I'm just giving yesterday, for example, if yesterday there is a lot of outflow happening in the market, we may expect for 2 to 3 days the market may fall down more. Why? Because market is very smart. He knows outflow happen. People know the data. Let the market go down, and then we'll change the course as every people are going for the selling. We'll make the market go up, and we'll grab everybody's liquidity over there, and we can balance it. The market will never ever try to make himself in a loss. If he's making himself in a loss, that is just setting a trap for all of you people to enter in there, and then you have loss and they have profit. Understand these things. Okay, this was news. This thing, big players. 4 is fundamentals, the basic fundamentals of the market, the basic knowledge of the market. You should be knowing those things. You should be knowing in that fundamentals everything comes. It can be your technical analysis, understanding the chart, reading the chart. It can be finding the chart patterns. It can also be making strategies like SMC strategies, smart player strategies, ORB strategy, level strategy, and all fair value gap strategy. Like, you should be having strategies as well to make and capture the market. Without strategy, if you're entering, then you are not entering with a proper goal. Strategy gives you a goal. Strategy makes you that other person surrender, because you are thinking about every possible scenario and you feel, now this is the one plan which is gonna work for me the best. And that is a person who is gonna have a good amount of who is gonna have a good amount of interest, who is gonna have a good amount of investment in the market. Okay, that is that person. So 4th thing is your technical analysis. Now I talk about each and everything. This all 4 aspects I cover in my live stream. I like in the first part I share news as well, which is very like support for you to understand what is happening outside the world, and also for, like, if you want to know what is actually happening, I share you that as well. Second thing, I talk about fundamental behavior, telling you where the liquidity trap is, how the market moves, what is the relationship between market and the big players, why the market follows the big players, and every of those things. I talk about this as well. Other than that, third, I have made several strategies regarding the big players, how to track them, how to track them in the candles as well, and every of those things. And in the fourth I talk about the live crypto analyst. I do the analysis of the market, like what can be the possible reason of market to do this, what I can see in the market, and every of those things, and telling you about the best trading, like to have best buy trade, best sell trade, and all those kind of stuff. This all thing is covered in one place, that is Zbit. That's all things are covered in one place of Zbit live stream. For all of you people, this is that one platform where you can achieve the excellence in trading. If you want to, and trust me, but for that you have to tell me, okay, I won't understand if you are a starter, if you want to start from a scratch. Just come on the comment section, tell me that you want to start from the scratch. I want to start from the basics of basics. I don't know this, I don't know that, I don't know this. I'll start from the basic, and trust me, I'll challenge you. Just in 30 days you will start to learn, like you will start to understand the market, how the market moves, how the market makes moves, how to find big players, how to find trade, how to read market. Everything you will know if you come on this platform in that 30 days. If you start from the scratch, trust me, in 1 month, at less than 1 month, in the 15 days we'll learn everything. Next 15 days we are just doing the practicals. that is understanding how market is moving, where the market is going, and every of those things. Okay, so that's was of the live stream, what we do over here. Other than this thing, I want to share you two news, three to four news, which is very important for you to know. Okay, so first news which I want to share with you all people, because see, news are very important for you to have. Let's just go in our candles so I can show you as well at the same point. See, this is us, the retailers. We are having so small candles because our investment is small. Now look at this, a straight up. Whenever you see such kind of straight up and such kind of straight down, do not for even a second think that it is us. Not even for 1 second. They are always the big players. And I will tell you who is this. This is Meta Planet. Because yeah, this is Meta Planet. This big candles you can clearly see are created by Meta Planet. Meta Planet is a Japanese company, just bought 2,205 more Bitcoin. We are seeing that how much, like since past 1 to 2 months, I have seen the Meta Planet has bought a lot of coins. In thousands, 2,000s, 5,000, 6,000s and all those kind of stuff. Right now it is having a total amount which is having in this vault is 15,555 BTC is having. The total worth of that thing is 1.7 billion. They are one of the most aggressive buying corporate crypto buyers in the whole world right now. Because they are having this one very specific plan that they want 1% of the every of those this thing. We have 21 lakh, I feel. Yeah, 21 lakh Bitcoin in the circulation. Other than that, Bitcoin cannot be mined anymore. That's it. We are done with the Bitcoin. Bitcoin cannot. Once that 21 lakh, 21 lakh or something. How many it is? 21 million? 21 lakh, 21 billion. I don't know, some XYZ 21 amount we are having in the Bitcoin, and that's it. Once that everything is out there in the market, then we are just gonna exchange it. Like mine given to you, you give to me, I buy, you trade, I buy, you sell, and blah blah stuff. That is gonna happen once every coin is into the market. Okay. Now, this Meta Planet thought that I want 1% of the whole Bitcoin. 1% of 20 lakh, 21 lakh or 21 million becomes 21,000. Okay, not 21, 2 lakh, I guess. Yeah, 2 lakh something. 2 lakh 1,000, 10,000 or something. I don't know. Let it be. But they want to buy 1% of the whole Bitcoin, that I know for very sure. Okay. So what this new purchase detail on July 7, 2025, Meta Planet announced that it had bought 2,205 Bitcoins. 2,205 Bitcoins he bought in the market. He announced. Okay. So the company paid 34.5 billion yen, about 238.7 million. An average price per Bitcoin is 14. The average price per Bitcoin was 14.5 million yen, or around 1,08,237. Okay, this is an average price they paid for the per Bitcoin. Every Bitcoin, this is an average price they paid. Total holding of the market after this purchase, they now hold 15,555 Bitcoin, which is roughly 225.8 billion yen or $1.7 billion. The Bitcoin yield growth from July 1 to July 7, Meta Planet BTC yield rose is 15.1%, meaning they added 2017 Bitcoin in the last week alone. Now, I just want to have this one thing, that MetaPlanet is actually buying in a very numerological way. Right now, they are holding, in the last, they just bought 2017. Such a very year number. Even right now, they buy 15555. They have total holding of 15555. 15,555 BTC. Every time even they buy in a very specific quantity to continue that figure, to continue that numerology. It might be something which we need to figure out. BTC yield. What is the BTC yield? How much Bitcoin they hold per share, adjusted by the share dilution. Okay. It shows how much value shareholders are gaining from the BTC buying. They gain more than 15% from that buying. How are they paying for it? Obviously, now, do they really have this kind of worth of money that they want to have this much money? No. They use a mix of money raised from the stock market and operating profit as well. Both. People are investing to their company and they are also making that investment come to our place. Like people's investment, their own profit from the company XYZ, and from wherever they are getting this money, they are collecting the investor, and they're with their investor, they are paying, are collecting and buying Bitcoin. Recently, they paid off 6 billion yen in the bond early using a cash raised from selling stocks right to the investors. They are also doing those kind of stuffs. Rapid growth. Just in the last 4 months, MetaPlanet went from holding under 4,000 in the March 2025 to over 15,500 BTC in July 2025. That is 4x increase in a short time. Why are they doing this? Because we should know why they are doing this. Obviously, whatever this reason they will be sharing is a very very specific, not the main detail won't be included in it. MetaPlanet believes that Bitcoin is a better long-term store of value. We have seen like people who have invested 14 years back I'm talking about. They are right now millionaires, billionaires, because the price has reached that much. If you buy right now, maybe that thing can change and become very huge amount in the future, like next 10 years, next 20 years kind of stuff. Their strategy is very similar to the Michael Saylor strategy of MicroStrategy in USA, but on a smaller scale for Japan. Like obviously MicroStrategy is also doing the same. They are doing the like heavy buying. They sell the stocks to the investors and they gain money from it, and they invest in the BTC, and they're having a good amount of profit. But because right now they feel and they know one very specific, not the stock market, not the indices, not the commodities are not giving you good amount of profit. The only one platform which is giving you very good amount of trading profit is digital currency. It is the cryptocurrency, not everything. That's why even the big players, these big players were before investing where? They were investing in their company, some XYZ company, some stocks, some mutual fund, buying real estate, buying this, buying that, buying this, buying that. Now they have all focused on one and very specific thing, that getting Bitcoin, getting digital currency, getting this, because they see the potential in that Bitcoin, that this is gonna be something which I should be having already before, like having that opportunity, like in the farmost future where I am not having it and I am at a disadvantage. CEO's statement. That MetaPlanet CEO Simon said they have acquired BTC at an average price of 99,307 per coin. Total investment of 1.54 billion. They achieved the BTC yield growth of 416.6% so far in the 2025. That much they are already in the profit. 416.6% profit they are in. Some expert analysts are worried about this strategy. Glassnode analyst James Checks warned that easy profit from the Bitcoin buying may be over. Okay, future gain might not be as big as before. Like before it was like huge. Like because see, very specifically talking, a coin rising from $1 to 1,000 is very easy. Very easy. But rising from that 1,000 to another 1,500 to another 2,000 to another 3,000 is little hard. Going from $1 to jumping to $1,000 is not at all hard. Not at all hard. Not at all hard. But going from that point to the topmost level, and right now when you know that one coin is considered to be 1 lakh and XYZ amount of money, even though the analysts are saying that Bitcoin can reach to 200k or 500k for one coin, it can reach, that is not an issue. But who is gonna make it reach? People. Are people gonna think about a coin worth $500k dollar? A coin worth $200k dollar? That is a very absurd amount to put for one coin. And that's why some analysts really think that maybe the profit which we used to get before, from jumping to 5,000 to 20, 20 to 50, 50 to 1 lakh, that is before thing. Now we are looking at a price of 1 lakh. Making it go up will be very slow. It will require a lot of attention, a lot of money, a lot of these things. And to be very specific, yes, you must have trust issues. We may be thinking that it is just a scam, and the next morning you woke up, the whole crypto market is crashed. And who will seize all this money? Obviously government. And government, are they gonna return the money to the people? Obviously not. Why are they? If I ask you this one thing, every government, whenever they are having some scams regarding BTC, scams regarding cryptocurrency, like Bybit getting hacked, someone's wallet getting hacked, someone kidnapped and asked for the bitcoins and blah 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 stuff, like whatever such thing is happening, why those coins, why those cryptocurrencies are not getting returned to the users, are not getting returned to the owners which they were before? Why the government is storing that thing in their vault? Why? They should be returned it to the user, like the one who is a user, they should return it to them. Why government is having a hold on it? Why government is not returning it to the rightful owner of that XYZ coin? Obviously government want to seize it. So that's also one of my theory, that maybe it can all scam, it can all boil down, and everything can go to the government and we have nothing. That is one of my thought. Maybe. So Vanek criticized the method of selling shares to buy Bitcoin. Once it could dilute shareholder value, especially if a company's stock falls close to its Bitcoin value. Same way, like it's just saying, like if you are, like for example, I'll give you example. If this is one thing and this is another thing, if people maximum people are having this and very minimum people are having this, okay, here quantity doesn't matter. I'm not giving about quantity, this is maximum, this is minimum. I'm just giving you a majority where is a lot of people, but the lot of people doesn't matter over here. This is the shares of the company and this is the coins which people are buying. Now the maximum people are here, like the common retailers and blah blah, because not everybody is trusting the coins till now. There are people who are trusting, I'm not denying it. That's why we are holding the market cap of trillions. But again, those money is not of the retailers, those money is of the big players. So maximum people over here is a common person are having a shares. Now, if the company itself, the company, like a very huge person, is selling his own shares to the people, like, yeah, take it, I don't want it, take it, you can have it, and going for the other thing. Now, everybody is losing value in this share. The shares may fall down as well because the company itself is losing value in holding the shares and every of those things. If you're selling it in the a lot prices, it will lose its value because people will think that they are giving it to us because they don't need it anymore, and they are focusing on something new, and where people are also focusing on. This will tend to make shares, like company shares and everything, very isolated, where maybe less and less and less people will have traffic in their shares trading, in the company share trading. Very less people may have a traffic in it. Legal trouble for other firm. The US law firm filed a case action lawsuit against the strategy. They allege the company misled investors about the risk and returns of holding Bitcoin. Wow. Final thoughts. Metaplanet is making a bold bet on the Bitcoin. They quickly became one of the biggest corporate BTC holder, but experts says that this approach may not work forever, and some companies may face legal and financial risk as well. Those things can happen, but it's fine. Everything is good and bad and blah blah stuff. Second thing which I want to tell you, the second news which I want to share you is that Bitcoin is just 2% below its all-time high. This is the all-time high. Wait a second, where is the all-time high? I guess this is the all-time high. No, this is the all-time high. Almost 2%, not exactly 2%, but almost 2%. Like it can be considered as 3%. We are just 2 to 3% below our all-time high, and analysts believe it could break the record this week or next week. Trust analyst. Their job is to give you the analysis of the market, but at the same point, some analyst may trigger you to do such stuffs, and the market knows the analyst can trigger you here. You are getting wind in that cross things, market fall down, grab the liquidity, and then again it will jump again. That can happen as well. So be aware of it. Have all, like I told you, have all the possibilities with you, what you need to do, what you don't need to do, and every of those things. Have those possibilities in your head. Bitcoin is just 2% below its all-time high, and analysts believe it could break record this week or the next. Key: US tariff decision due on July 9. July 9 will be that day. Trust me, July 9 will be that day where we can see a shift in the market. Maybe for upside, maybe for the downside, maybe for any kind of side, we can see a shift in the market. And I don't know if you have seen that one video. That one video was talking about Nikhil Kamath. He's a Zerodha guy, and he was having one podium over here. He was giving some speech, and he was talking about Mukesh. Yeah, he was talking about Mukesh Ambani. Okay, and he said that Mukesh Ambani is that person who actually knows what is gonna happen in the Indian stock market a day before. That is a power of a big player. That is a power and a control of a big player. This guy is a owner of Zerodha. Even he doesn't know. But the Mukesh Ambani, who is like kind of like, you can call him like a business ruler. Like he's a conqueror. He conquered everything. He is like a king of finance in like India. There might be other places, there might be other people as well who are not showing themselves in front of media, but comparing to what the people who bought in the wedding, bro, that was like, if you calculate each and person's GDP at that moment in under that roof, shit. If you kidnap that one guy in his one wedding, one guy, just one guy, they will shower you with money from top to the bottom. That kind of money they have, but also that kind of security also they have. Okay, so yes, US's tariff decision due on July 9. Now July 9, remember this date, US is gonna make a tariff decisions. Now these tariff decisions again can cause a global trade issues. If decisions are good, if decisions are neutral as it was before, there won't be any changes in the market. But decisions like it goes against the global trade, market will fall. If it goes for, like it is very good, the trades are becoming like little cheaper, or it is very good for the global trade, maybe at that time we may see that market can go up as well. Okay, but just after the July 9 tariff decision, whatever tariff decisions Trump make, keep an eye on the market, and also keep an eye on what kind of trade tariff attack he is doing, okay, and keep a point. And I will just give you 2 to 3 possibilities of this. Like for example, if US announced a tariff, okay, if the tariff goes against the trade, like this is gonna have a huge downfall, you may see this one very specific thing, that at that point people are buying over here. At that point people are gonna buy over here, making the market look like it is going up, where people will think that market is not affected at all by the July 9 tariff thing, and they will also buy, and at that then the market will start to fall away. This is a liquidity trap which can be set by the market or the big player as well, so keep an eye on that. Now, growing attention on the upcoming crypto week in the Washington, positive sentence from the Elon Musk and the technical indicator. Bitcoin is right now trading at 108,819, very close to its all-time high of 11 blah 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 set in May. Analysts are saying, great, get ready, Bitcoin might break this past his high. But we have seen this one thing, the all-time high is not getting broke in that way which it is supposed to be. The all-time high in the past year was some 110 or 109. That was the all-time high. Now we are seeing the all-time high is just 111. What is the difference? Just 2000 extra is the difference. Before, in the past, we used to have like the market trading at 5000, just broke the all-time high and reached straight to the 20,000, 10,000 blah. Huge difference in its all-time high, but right now we are not seeing that much difference. So do not expect a market to have a very huge difference in the market. Like whenever it breaks, it might just break for 1%, 2%, 3%, that's all. Because the value which is market is having right now, this much value to shift above or shift down is very hard. Once one thing starts to have a value, it is very, very hard for it to manipulate. Even to put value into it, make the price go up, it is also hard, or to drop it, it's also hard. Analysts are saying that, okay, why July 9 is important? July 9 is a deadline of US decision on whether to start new tariff or on the taxes and good, like which can affect the global trade. Okay, there is a decision they are making if they want to have a new one or they can continue the old one. If they make a new one, if the tariffs are delayed and US show and that shows that US wants to avoid the market disruption if it is delayed. If you can't see it on July 9, July 10, July 11, maybe then they are thinking that it is not gonna happen. They don't want to disrupt the market. This makes the investor more confident and Bitcoin price may go up from there. Like I told you, if it's a neutral, we may see like nothing is happening or a very good potential thing is happening. If we see false thing that there is a new tariff from the US on the July 9, then we may see the market can crash down as well, going downward, the same which repeated under on 2025. Tariff came, market went down, the whole market was disrupted, and then after that it made its all-time high from the buying. So those things are possibilities. If US analyst said if the tariff is postponed, it support market risk appetite. What does expert says? Marcus, a researcher from the 10x research, post July 14 is usually bullish. The market is already ignoring the tariff risk, but it is going bullish because of the investment which is happening from Meta Planet and all those kind of people. And this Meta Planet people, they are not thinking about right now. To be very honest, the people will think like why they're buying it at so high price, why they are not making the market good dip. Though they are not those persons, they are not retailers who think like retailers. Retailers mentality is to buy at the dip, sell at the high price. The institutional people, they don't have this thing. Whatever the price is today, they decided that they want to buy, and whatever the price is there, they will buy at that XYZ price and they will forget it. They don't put stop losses like us. They will forget that they have holded it. They will see those value in 1 month, 1 year, 2 year, 10 years for long term thing. They are just here to put money. They are just here to grab as many Bitcoin as they can. Not caring about the value of the money, not caring about the current market, not caring about anything. If the market crashes, if the market goes up, they are not caring about that. They are just caring about one and very specific thing. It's a long-term investment and I have to buy it as much as I can. Okay. John Bollinger, the Bollinger Band creator. You know the Bollinger Band creator? Bollinger Band, it's an indicator. You can see Bollinger. Yeah, see Bollinger Band. If you type on this is the indicator, and this indicator's creator is called, his name is John. Bitcoin is preparing for a breakout. Yes, it is. I have shown you on a day time frame. See, this is a day time frame, and you can clearly see a resistance to resistance, support to support. We are about to see some kind of breakout over here. Once it tried to move, again fall down, retest himself, and I think the retest didn't happen until here or halfway or something. It came very early. Maybe we are ready to go up and give a breakout. I told you this is nothing other than a bullish flag pattern, which we can see. This is a pole and this is a flag, and we can see the breakout from here in the day time frame. I can see it. Okay. Henrik Anderson, Apollo Capital. Henrik Anderson from the Apollo Capital. It will be a volatile week. This week may be a volatile because this is a decision making time, whether to give breakout, whether not to give breakout. Elon Musk just mentioned Bitcoin again. This could push the price higher. If there is any dip this week, this could be a buying opportunity before the crypto week. If you see any dip in the crypto market this week, maybe falling to 105 or 102 or 103, this can be the very great position for you to buy, but I will suggest wait for July 9, because you know Trump is a very unpredictable guy. You never know what kind of decision he will make in the market. So you have to make, because even if the market is dipping and at that time he made that decision that I will fuck all this global trade and every of those things, and then the market will fall more down. So don't go for a buy situation until July 9. Okay, what's in the crypto week? Starting in the next week, Washington DC will host a crypto week focusing on regulations and crypto policies. event like bringing attention and hype to the market, often for the good prices. Market reaction so far: traders were nervous about the volatility due to the tariff, but now since many countries may get more time to negotiate, market are rallying up. Crypto market added $50 billion in the total value in the past day alone, and it was mentioned by the CoinGecko. Okay, we are not having a surety on it. What about altcoin? Nick Ruck from the LVRG research: as volatility increases, the trader may shift focus to the altcoin for the bigger return. Okay, because now they are seeing that the other coins like Solana, XRP, they are also having a greater potential to go up, because they are doing so much things for the market in the term of investment, in the term of every of those stuff. So maybe we can see as well the other coins which are not having that much great value can have a potential to go up. Eugene Chuang, OSL: once the Bitcoin break its all-time high, it could go into price discovery, that is not set selling price explore new levels. More investors may choose Bitcoin and Ethereum to protect against inflations and uncertainty. Yeah, to save their invested money. Those are not for us. We are salaried person. We cannot save our investments. Investment as in like those people have a huge holdings of XYZ amount of currencies because of their business returns, their investment returns and blah blah thing. So to save all those things from inflation, they are putting it in the cryptocurrency, because they know the dollar is very easy to manipulate, like fluctuation between the dollar prices and every of those things, any currency prices. Bitcoin is one of those things which is having volatility but having a greater value for future. Fed might cut interest rate this year, which also supports Bitcoin price. TLDR key takeaway: Bitcoin is super close to its all-time high again. A key US but all-time high is also having a strong resistance. So it can also happen that the market is grabbing that strong resistance and fall down. Okay, that is also possible. A market is going up doesn't mean that it is just going up to break. Maybe it can fall down from there as well, from its all-time high. Key US tariff decision on July 9 can trigger a breakout, or like analysts are thinking in a positive way, but have all the possibilities in your head. It can go for the negative way as well. Elon Musk comment: upcoming crypto week are a strong market sentiments are fueling optimism. Altcoin may follow Bitcoin if momentum continues. Okay, and Bitcoin moves up or down is expected, so the trader are watching very close. A big move is coming. Either it can become for the downside, which is this. Like you can see a continuation area. You can see this is a trend over here. We made a trend line and we can see this was supported very in that way, like every resistance to resistance, support to support, resistance to this is a resistance, again the market fall down to that support. The trend line is been respected too much. Right now we can see a little breakout situation happening over here. If it gives a breakout, that is a good scenario. If it doesn't give a breakout, a big downfall may can happen. See, according to trend line, we can come directly to the 96, and from there we may can jump again and give us a breakout. But before that, if a breakout doesn't happen over here, the market has to come down to 96, 97. That is where the trend line is telling the market can come to. Okay, so that's the news and update for the Bitcoin, what we can see, what we can expect from the Bitcoin this week. Keep an eye on July 9. July 9 is a very important date for the whole crypto market and any kind of market wherever you are investing. And there is one news which I want to tell you: the people who are holding TON, if there are people who are holding TON and they want to invest in TON or something, I would like to tell them to get to hold on this news and hold your investment. And if you are invested already, try to save it a little. Why? TON, the open network claimed that an investor could get 10-year UAE gold visa by stacking 1 lakh worth of ton token and paying a 35,000 fees. But UAE government authorities denied this, calling it false and misleading thing. If some currency is giving you such offers, and the governments are like, they are giving you offer of getting a golden visa, but you are not getting it. Okay. As a result, ton price jumped 10% briefly. With that news, 10% up, we got that, they got that whatever XYZ amount of thing. Let's see ton. Okay. As a result, ton price jumped 10% briefly and then fell 6% after the truth came out. What did the ton claim? Ton launched a program saying a stake $1 lakh of ton for 3 years. You have to hold $1 lakh of stock ton for 3 years, pay 35,000 dollar price one time processing fees, and get 10 years golden visa in UAE, that's Dubai. You can get 10-year for golden visa with paying 1 lakh of the ton staking, and another is 35,000 one time processing fees you have to pay. Gold visa allows people to live, work and study in UAE for a long term. What did UAE authority says? 3 official agency ICP, SCA and VARA denied the claim. UAE golden visa has nothing to do with crypto stacking. Ton offer is not authorized, not licensed or not regulated in the UAE. Crypto investors are not part of eligible criteria for golden visa. If you are just investing into the ton, that doesn't mean that you can actually hold the Dubai visa. It is not possible. They denied it very straight. Only this categories qualifies for golden visa: real estate investor, entrepreneurs, top students, scientists and specialists, humanitarian pioneers and frontline workers. These are the one who are eligible for having a UAE golden visa, and there are no crypto investors who can have a golden visa in UAE. These are the 6 people: real estate investors, entrepreneurs, top students, like merits, like the most intelligent students, scientist and specialist, humanitarian pioneer. What is humanitarian pioneer? Let me just search. Humanitarian individual who made exceptional and groundbreaking contribution to the humanitarian work, often by developing new approach, establishing organizations, significant employee. Okay. Frontline workers. What is frontline workers? Frontline worker, I guess it's army people. Frontline worker meaning who deals with customers, client or other organization services, especially the one who fulfills the regard. Okay, so these are the 6 people who are eligible for the golden visa. None other than this Ton lied to people, and he's also facing the things by having a downfall in the market. Now, how much investment do you really need for a golden visa? You need to invest at least 2 million AED, which is approximately 5 lakh. Yeah, $544,000 in approved public investment, not crypto. Application must follow the official procedure and framework. How did the crypto community react? CZ, the former Binance CEO, posted saying, I haven't found any official source confirming Ton's claim. If it's real, we try to do it for BNB too. I will like to trust but verify. Okay. So that's what Binance CEO told. Like they are happy with this in offer, but at the same point, if it's real, then I'll also do the same thing. But I don't think it is real. Telegram CEO Pavel Dhruv said there should be a clear government announcement if it's a legit, but the government just made an announcement that it is not a legit. What happened to Ton price? After the announcement, Ton rose 10% up to $3. We can see this. This is a $3. Market reached to the $3, and just a second. Yeah, this is what happened to the market in that one day. You can clearly see 12% the market rose, 12%, almost 10% the market rose, and from that point the market fell down by 6%, around 283. We are right now more below than 283. This is where the markets fall, and now we are falling more. This hype is temporarily boost of the price, but the true cause and the quick correction. Ton claimed you could get UAE golden visa by staking the crypto, but it is not true. So be aware of it. And if you're having an investment in a Ton, do not invest for a few days in the Ton, because it can fall more down due to the escalations of the false news which they share. It can consider, like, people may think that they are doing the Fonzi schemes, plump and dump scheme, that they will give you XYZ news, and with that news they will make the market go up. They will take all those money out, and then you will be having nothing, and the market will fall down. You are having loss. This plump and dump schemes has been used in the meme coins a lot to give just a thing, like maybe we can work out these things, maybe you will get XYZ of things, these people are buying, that people are buying, people are getting hyped that XYZ people are buying, and I should also invest in such kind of stuffs. These things are there a lot in the market. Okay, so be aware of such situations. So be aware of such situations, be aware of such possibilities in the market. Okay, if you are investing in the Ton right now, do not invest it. It is not having good fundamentals right now, because it just lied to the public of regarding the UA and blah blah blah. Until unless this news gets over, do not invest, because maybe we can see the market go more down. Once it go down, then you go for buy, then you can go for buy, but before that, just wait up for a minute, wait for a little. Okay, so that was the news factor. After me coming back, let's do some crypto live analysis and try to take a trade in the market or something. Okay, and we can also learn about some things, and I want to tell you regarding Zbit as well. So just give me 1 to 2 minutes, I'll be coming back. This is not a break, I'm just coming in 1. अरे यार okay. Oh, there are lots of comments. Tripti, tell me about ORB strategy. Yes, please. I want to know about fair value gap strategy. Here, fair value gap is best, or you have no right to look that cute. I have all the rights to look this cute. Okay, I have all the rights. So yes, I will be telling you regarding ORB strategy, and yes, I'll be asking you. I will also be telling you regarding fair value gap strategy. Yes, we will start it. I just like I spoke for continuous 2 hours. I just wanted to take a little break for my voice. Okay, nothing else. Nothing else. We'll start. We'll start soon. We'll start very soon. No issues. You take rest. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so one by one, let's start. First thing which I want to tell you all people is regarding Zbit, because knowing regarding Zbit is very necessary, and knowing that one specific thing is more necessary. What is that one specific thing? Which is this thing. Zbit is offering $1,200 for all those new users who wants to download and come to our platform to take a trade. Zbit is a trading platform, like I told you. It's a crypto exchange, just a crypto exchange platform. We are not dealing with stocks, indices, commodities. No, we are only and only dealing with the cryptocurrencies. May it be meme coin, altcoin, stable coin, every of those coins, every of those crypto asset. We are dealing in those things only. Now, one thing which you need to focus on is that we are offering you, there is one statement which is there. We are giving you your first ever crypto asset at Zbit.com, and trust me, that asset is not requiring anything from your side, but you just need to complete very simple 4-step how you can get your own first ever crypto asset into your wallet, straight into your wallet without doing anything. That is like the same thing, like compared to the other apps, we have this thing like once the people come, they will get 10% off, 20% off, 30% off. Rather than giving you any offers, rather than giving you any off, we thought of why not give them direct straight cryptocurrency, the first ever cryptocurrency they need it into their wallet. Now, what you need to do and what coins you will be getting, you can clearly see in the down in the wheel. You are getting 4 good coins out of 4 good coins and 4 bad coins. Now it depends which coin you will be receiving, but for that you have to make sure that you are entering my invite code. If you don't enter my invite code, you won't be receiving those good coins, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or probably Solana. One second, let me just share you my invite code. Okay, got it. This is my invite code. You have to make sure that you're downloading from this link itself. It also has an invite code in the end if you are downloading from website, because we are not available for iOS people. But do not worry, you can still register through website and get your free cryptocurrency, and you will enjoy it. Trust me, the getting free cryptocurrency is the best thing. But if you put my invite code, you may get a chance to get this one of this, maybe Ethereum, maybe Solana, XRP, maybe Bitcoin, and this can be Solana as well. 4 stable kind of coins and 4 meme coins. In meme coins, you are getting Doge, Pepe, Shiba, and one mystery this thing, meme coin. Got it? So now, what you need to do for getting all these stuffs? First thing you need to do is register yourself. Once you register yourself, you will be receiving the first reward, that is your first ever cryptocurrency. Your first ever cryptocurrency, yes. That means you will be receiving a money in your wallet, in that your XYZ, whatever wallet you will be having, you will be receiving that XYZ cryptocurrency, whatever cryptocurrency will come in your lucky draw. But if you put my invite code, there are high chances that you will be receiving maybe Bitcoin, maybe Ethereum, maybe Solana, maybe XRP, maybe. Okay, now other thing, this is the first task. What you did is registration, and the first reward you got is your first ever cryptocurrency, and that too without even doing anything. That is just, like, registration is not doing something. It is a basic thing which you do for, that is just a basic thing you do. That is the most basic thing you do in any of those platforms, in whatever platform you register. It may be gaming or anything. You have to put your name, you have to create your login credential, and all of those stuffs. Okay, now for that we are giving you what? Free cryptocurrency, the first ever free cryptocurrency of your. Now second step is doing KYC. With KYC there is a chance for you to double your reward. To double your reward, as in you can double your cryptocurrencies. You can, whatever XYZ amount you will be getting, that may can get into X, like 2X it can get if you, there is a chance. But okay, I'm not telling you that you can do it for very short, like the short we are giving you free cryptocurrency. There is no chance in it. You are receiving it that for very short. But the second task is doing KYC, that is identifying yourself. If you are a genuine person, if you are a real person or a fake person, who are you, and blah stuff. After identifying that, we will be giving you one chance to have a double amount of free cryptocurrency, like twice, like 2x chance you will be receiving. That is maybe. Okay, after that 2x chance of cryptocurrency, you may receive one very specific thing. Now what is that one thing which you may receive? That is 2x. Then comes the third task of deposit. You need to deposit your money to have a first trade. Obviously it's a crypto exchange platform. You need to register, you need to like come to our platform, you need to take a trade. For taking a trade you need investment. Okay, without investment, looking fire daddy. without investment you cannot take a trade. Obviously, I hope my audience knows this one thing. Okay, so without taking an investment, you cannot take a trade. So for that you need to do is the third option, which is you need to deposit your account. In your account you need to deposit some XYZ amount of money which you need for your trading. Once you deposit, you will be receiving a chance, you will be receiving for sure you will be receiving a surprise multiplier. But in that surprise multiplier, what X you will be getting, that is unknown. Maybe you can get from 5x to 100x. From 5x to 100x you will be receiving a chance. If you are getting one of XYZ thing, that if you get 5, it will be multiplied 5 into 5, it will be become 5. If you get somewhere around 25, then 1 into 25 will become 25 of that coin. Getting my point? This is a surprise multiplier which we are giving to each and everybody. Okay, it is there for each and everybody. It is not for just me, you, and blah XYZ. It is there for each and every person out there who is doing the third step, that is deposit the money. Deposit should be $10 or more than $10, not less. We won't even accept 9.99. It should be $10 or more than $10. And $10 is nothing other than, in INR, is 900 rupees. It is like heavy amount which we already invest in the most unrealistic possible way. Most unrealistic. Like 900, we can spend it anything. Like wherever we can go, we can spend 900 rupees. That is not an issue. 900 is very less amount to invest in XYZ amount of thing. Okay, so for you to invest 900 is nothing. You just have to deposit 900 rupees into your capital account. That is nothing other than $10. If you invest $10 or more than that, you need to have another spin which can give you from 5x to 100x chance to make your XYZ reward. Okay, now just imagine if you are getting 50x, 60x for deposit for Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP or Solana. That will be so much money, so much worth of money you will be getting at that point. So to ensure that you are having that kind of money, please make sure that you are investing into the you are depositing $10 and you are getting that surprise multiplier. Okay, now after surprise multiplier, you have to take the first trade, and then after taking that first trade, everything which is promised to you, the first crypto asset worth over $1,000 and blah $1,200, everything will be into your wallet after taking the first trade. So the task which you need to do is basically take a trade. For doing a trade, you need to complete all these things: registration, KYC, deposit, and finally you can take your first trade. Now people might be here like, I don't know anything about trading. I don't know regarding anything. I am very in that week, like I don't know if the trading is for me, if the trading is gonna work. I may have loss, I may have this, so many doubts, so many this thing. Live stream is one platform where you can learn everything. You can learn trading, you can know where is a buy position, sell position, everything you can learn in this one specific platform on the live stream. But just for a sake of completing the task, I will tell you how actually you can earn, how actually you should invest. Go to the most lowest time frame. Okay, 5 minute, reset. Okay, zoom the candle as much as you want. Okay, right now we can see the market is into a lot of sell position. We'll go for sell. My order has been placed over here. I have placed my order. The moment from that point it became plus, I exit. See, so quick it is, such quick moment it is. The moment it crosses your order to the next level, like from this is your order for short sell, it needs to go down. Even if it's going down just one tick, 1 point, one very small movement it happened, enter in that market. Enter in that market and just take your profit and exit. You don't have to hold it for longer period of time. Don't have a greed when you are not knowing anything regarding the market. Okay, because the greed can actually make your capital become zero. So do not have that greed. Just the same way like I did, entered, waited, my profit became in green, the most lowest profit, and I exit from the market. That's the very simple thing I did. Easy entering, easy returning. Got it? Okay, so this is how you can take your first trade if you don't know regarding how to take a trade. And after doing everything, you will be receiving your first crypto asset directly into your wallet. Yesterday I gave a very huge calculations to all of you people. I really don't think that today I should give you that huge calculations again. I think people are very understandable by this one very specific thing, that worth over $1,200 bonus for new users we are providing. $1,200 bonus. Who offers such kind of bonus? And you can clearly see this is the free spin you will be getting. There is Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum. This is probably Solana, which I'll be telling you, no mystery on it. This is Doge, Pepe, one mystery meme coin, and this is Shiba Inu. Out of this you will be getting one, okay, for free of cost. There is no costing in it. We are giving to all of our new users, so please make sure that you are getting your first ever cryptocurrency into your wallet without even doing. Did you invest it? No. Did you do anything? No. Without even doing, you are doing those things. So please make sure that you are coming to our platform, getting those new user rewards, and coming to our platform, getting all those new user rewards and every of those things. Okay, make sure to have those things. Now, as this is the first thing of new user bonus, like you can get $1,200 worth of stuffs. This is just one thing. What is the other thing where you can earn $50 without even taking a trade, without even doing anything? You can earn up to $50. What is that thing? For that thing, you need to come download our platform. And once you download our platform, this is website. Okay, this is, by the way, this is website. This is our website where you can see everything, the market prices, and we are actually selling at a little low price. Why? How come we are selling a bit at a low price? This is Coinbase. We are offering you a little low price. If you see, this is a Coinbase price which is 787, and we are offering you 756. We are offering you a little cheap price, so you can buy at a cheap price over here. That's a nice thing. Chart by trading view. Open this thing. We should have our chart in trading view platform. We are not having a chart on trading view platform. This is not good that we are not having our chart in trading view platform. Yeah, so the second thing in which you can earn up to $50, you can just visit our website. See, this is a website which I'm showing to you. This is our website, our spot market, our future market, and every of those stuffs. In that, what you need to do is you just need to come to our website or download our app and find out mistakes. Click on each and every other options. If you find any mistake, that if you click the market, spot is opening, spot is future is opening, some xyz things are wrong over here, or app is crashing down, website is not opening, the whole app website is also crashing down, you are not able to deposit, you are not able to withdraw, any problems you are facing to it, like bugs you are facing, that can get you $50 worth of cash straight into your wallet without even doing anything. Now what is that thing? That thing is nothing other than finding a bug hunting event. Bug hunting event is giving opportunity to come on website and download our app as well. In a both you can find different bugs as well. If website is having one bug and other app is having other bug, that can be considered as two different bugs. Okay, so these two different bugs can offer you one very specific thing, that is it can give you opportunity to earn $50. The more bugs you find, the more money you will be getting. Okay, so try to find as many as problems, issues in our app, in our website. Go in every corner, go in whatever corner you want to go, and then you can have these things. Okay, so that's the second thing, that's the bug hunting event I talked about, in which you can just come to our platform website, find mistakes in our app, website, everything, and then you can get a chance to get $50 straight into your wallet. And that is just for finding mistakes in our app, nothing else. You don't have to do anything, you just have to find and find mistakes in our platform, and then you can get invested, like you can get $50 worth of investment in your straight wallet. Got it? Cool. So that's everything for the Zbit. I remove indicator. Let's do some crypto analysis, and after the crypto analysis there are two things which I need to discuss with you, that is fair value gap strategy and ORB strategy. Let's first discuss the strategy. Let's not make people waiting for that thing. So first let's discuss the ORB strategy, then fair value gap, and after that we'll discuss some crypto live analysis, and we'll enter in the market in the real time. Like we'll see if we can do trading, if we can find the best opportunity to take a trade and every of the stuffs. Okay, charging is needed. ORB strategy. One second, people. Okay. leave it. Okay. Opening range breakout strategy. What is opening range breakout strategy? O for opening, which is an opening candle. What we are making is we are creating one range. We are big when we are waiting for a breakout. Wherever we get a breakout, that's where we are gonna like go for the buy position or the sell position. That's all, nothing else. For example, let's understand in a little theoretical way, and then I will take you to the main market, because in the main market you won't maybe getting to know or something like that. Okay, so first let's have for a green candle. The candle, either it is green or red, doesn't matter, but I just want a people to have a clear understanding, so that's why I'm doing this. This is a green, G for green, R for red candle. Okay, now we all know that a green candle has symbols like this is low, opening, close and high, right? Same goes for the red candle, low, close, opening and high, right? Now what is the common thing over here and what is not common thing over here? Common thing between red and green candle is the opening and closing prices, but not common thing is opening and closing prices, but the common is high and the low of the candle. Why the opening position differs in the both of the candle? Very simple. Opening is down, closing is above, representing the market price is going up, that is a green candle. Opening above, closing below, representing the market price falling down, that is a red candle. Very pretty simple. But the high and the low of the candle will be like denotion will be the same. It can differ, the price can differ, I'm not talking that, but it won't change its position. High will always be above and low will always be below. That's all. Okay, now we don't have to focus on these things. We don't have to focus on closing price. We don't have to focus on opening price. We don't have to focus on whether the candle is green, whether the candle is red. We don't have to focus on the red candle's opening or market price falling or going up. We don't have to focus on that. We just need to focus on this thing, the H and the L, the highest point the market reached and the lowest point the market reached. That's all we have to focus on. Nothing other than we don't have to focus whether it is green candle, red candle, big candle, small candle, what kind of candle. We don't have to focus on that. Just the opening candle of that specific day. Now, this opening candle strategy works the best in the share market. Why? This opening strategy works the best in share market because share market forex market has opening time, it opens and it closes, then again it opens, then again it closes. It is a cycle of opening and closing in a day, in a week. It is also having a gap. Okay, like expiration day, like 5-day market, 2-day holiday, no market and blah blah kind of stuff. It happens like that. Now in that thing, what happens is in those 2 days, if whatever thing happened, that affects the after that 2 days a lot. Monday, the opening day, a lot of people will enter to the market if something very bad or good thing happening in that market. But there is a disadvantage in that. Why there is a disadvantage in that? I will tell you. Arey yaar. But there is a disadvantage in that. As the crypto market is open for 24 hours. So there is no closing actually. The market is never closed. There is no cycle over here for open to close, close to open, open to close. Same like stock market, same like forex, indices, commodities and blah blah XYZ. We don't have this thing. Closing. We have constant opening for 24 hours. That's why this strategy may not work that good in the market, but we have already tested this strategy for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for Solana, and we have found out that 80% time this strategy works. Out of your 10 trades, 8 trades will be right, 2 trades can go wrong, and this 8 trades where we were right, we got more than 5%, 6%, 7% of profit. Okay, so if the market is not having an expiration date, if the market is not reopening, then how can we determine the opening candle? Very pretty simple. We have the graph is, this is a price in the graph and this is the day and time in the graph, right? With this day and timing, we can determine that XYZ, like today is 7th July's first candle. We can see from this 7 July started from 12:00. Okay, it didn't start at the 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Okay, the 7 July started at 12 in the midnight, that is 12 a.m. the midnight 12 a.m. That's where the next day started. So we're looking at the candle which is at 12. And always make sure this one thing, that you are watching this candle in the most higher time frame. No lower time frame will make your this candle work. No lower time frame. This time frame, this strategy, to utilize this opening range breakout strategy, you have to make sure that you are watching in the higher time frame, 1 hour or 2 hour. These are the two time frame where you can watch this strategy, and you can work on the strategy after making sure that you are watching on 1 hour and 2 hour. That's all. None other than, if you watch on the lower time frame, it is not gonna work. It is not gonna work. You may not have that good opportunity to enter in the market, exit in the market, or not good opportunity to have a profit. If you want to have profit, you need to make sure that you're watching in a higher time frame. The first candle which you are making, the opening, this opening candle should be from either 1 hour or either from the 2 hour. That's all. Now once, let's come to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, now this is our 1 hour time frame, and we will see one candle. Like I told you, doesn't matter whether it is red, doesn't matter whether it is a green. We don't care about the color over here. We only care about the H and the L, which is common in both candles. Once the first candle, after the 2 hours, and the first candle of that XYZ date, whatever XYZ date it is, today is 7th of July, tomorrow will be 8. So whatever is the first day, the next day, the first opening candle of the next day, we'll be looking at that. If we can, we will look at the 7th July's first candle. We will look at the first candle, then we'll draw. Simply we are just going to go to this section. Can you see this section? And in that there is this horizontal line. Tap on this. Either you can do this or you can do horizontal ray. Between these two, you can pick any of your thing. Either it can be horizontal line, either it can be horizontal ray. Just whatever you feel like, you can just tap. I tap on horizontal, and then you will go on the H, the highest point of that candle. Put that on the highest point. Wherever it ends, drop that line. Same like this. Again go, tap on that same option, come to the low point, drop on that low point. Now what you did is you created a range. This is our second part of that strategy. First is finding the opening, that is the first candle of XYZ date. That either can be for 2 hours or either can be for 1 hour, not less than that. Either 2, either 1. Once you found out that first candle, that H and L, and then you make the second part of the strategy come. Second part is making a range. We made a range by putting the horizontal lines. We made one range for the market. Now the market is going to move in that one range for a while. Maybe little go here, go there, go here, go there. What do we have to do for it? We just have to wait for the third part. That is breakout. The market needs to give us a breakout, either on the upside or either on the downside. We'll wait for it. Now, wherever the market is giving us a breakout, that side we are going to go for buy. Now, what can be your target? Your target can be according to your greed. To be very, very honest, it will be according to your greed in the ORB strategy. You want 1%, you want 2%, you want 3%, you want 5%, you want 6%, you want 7%. There is no, in this strategy you can never know like exactly this I will get, exactly that I will get. It is a very surprise result surprise target you will be getting. Maybe you can get 7%, maybe you can get 8%, maybe you can get 1%, maybe you can get 2%. That is according to your risk, that is according to your target, that is according to your whatever profit management you are doing, and according to that. There is no specific way of finding what can be your exact target, because we have seen, when I did the testing scene, I have seen most common thing was 5% was most common thing. But even the market has given 1% as well. From there it has rejected and came back. So now it depends on your personal greed, what kind of market you want to have, what kind of investment you need to have, what kind of target you need to have. That is up to you. This strategy will give you the things, they will give you profit, but what kind of profit you need, that is the person's that is a person's greed. If person feels like the person feels that if I need 2%, some other people may think 5%, some other people may think 3. Now it's up to you what kind of profit you want. Whenever you are satisfied, exit the trade. If you are not satisfied, keep on having a trade, but make sure that there are 3 things which affects this ORB strategy a lot. You understand the strategy, very simple it is. You just need to find the candle, the H, the L, draw the line, wait for the breakout. Either for upside you will go for buy, if it happening for the downside you will go for sell. Simple. After that, target is according to your personal greed, 1%, 2%, up to 10%, up to 6%, whatever your greed is, you can go for that target. But not every day there will be 5%, not every day there will be 7%, not every day there will be 8%, not every day there will be 1%. Not every day. It depends on the market, because you know one thing for very specific, that the market is the most unpredictable place in the market, right? So there are 3 factors which can affect this thing. What is affection, what is affecting the market? Market basically, see, the market can go up and give you breakout over here, indicating you that go for buy option. But at the same point, it will go a little up and it will fall down, it will give you sell thing. This kind of situation may as well happen with you. You have to be aware of it. There are, like, let's say maybe 5 to 6% of chances, and there are 3 factors which affects it. 3. What are those 3 factors? 3 factors which affect is news. If there is any positive or negative news which is happening in the market, it can affect the market. It can affect that trade. For example, if you are having a range, okay, this is your range, you got your breakout over here, and suddenly very negative news comes, because this is a buy position breakout you got for upside. Negative news comes, this negative news can trigger the people's mentality and it can go for straight downside and your trade become wrong. Vice versa, this same range you made and it gave you breakout, market did a little movement over here and it gave you breakout over here, you entered for the sell side. Now in the sell side, you received one positive news that something very great news will came for the global trade war, whatever XYZ thing, a very great news came for the market. Market will understand the sentiment, that great news will trigger the market into what? That great news will trigger the market into having a positive reaction, and a lot of people can go for buy. At that time you can have a wrong trade, because it gave you breakout for sell side, but due to the positive reaction, due to the positive news we had, the market went up. It is not in our hand, it is in their hand. Got it? Very simple to understand. Now this is the first factor. First, news. Positive and negative news can affect the markets and your trade as well. What is the other thing? This is the first thing. Other thing is market behavior. Market behavior is nothing other than grabbing liquidity, thinking that we should trap people right now and we can make any other situation for creating XYZ thing where people, retailers, investors can have a loss and market can have profit. Liquidity trap, major swings, such kind of movements can happen and we may face loss regarding that. If just for example think that we are stuck in a major swing, Big and opening candle was here, we got breakout and major swing happened, again falling down, again going up, again falling down, again going up. If such kind of situation happens in the market, then ORB may give you a loss, or it can make you confused that whether I should go for buying, whether I should go for selling, what I should be going for. It can make you confused for that situation. Got it? So market behavior comes everything. If, for example, market behavior is also if big player has entered in the market and he has put a limit order of XYZ at XYZ point. This is a range. Market gave you a breakout, you went for buy situation, and at somewhere here there is a limit order placed, a very huge investment limit order. Market will come down to grab that limit order. At that time as well your trade can go wrong. So I'm telling you all the drawbacks as well of the market and everything. Okay, so make sure you understand the liquidity concept and the market behavior. This will help you. This is the second aspect where the ORB range can go wrong. It doesn't happen generally. Okay, do not worry. The good and positive news comes very rarely, maybe once in a week or something like that. Not all the time, not every day there is a positive news, not every day there is a negative news, not every day market is grabbing liquidity, not every day it is happening. Okay, they pick their own time. Third big factor. What is the third big factor? Big player. Big player can affect the trade because their investment is too much. We cannot help in that situation. Their investment is too much. It's basically candle range. You are doing a retail investor, made the breakout, it is going very slow, and suddenly very huge heavy sell investment came for the big player, and the whole market will fall down because their investment is good, their investment is huge, and the candle will be huge as well, which will change the course of buying to the selling. Vice versa thing can happen. The candle made a range, we made a market moved, and it gave you sell signal. After that, a very huge buying of industrial people happened. Very huge buying, like Meta Planet or some other planet, some other corporate company may enter in the market at that moment and made a buy for you. Made a buy decision. They bought an heavy amount. They bought XYZ things in the market and they entered. At that moment as well, you can face loss. At that moment as well, you can face loss because of these three aspects. So you need to worry about these three. If you are just going by ORB strategy, these are the three drawbacks which you need to think about possibility. Okay. Positive news, market behavior, and big player movement. If big player investment at the time where you are having an investment. These are the three things which you need to be worrying about. Other than that, the strategy is pretty simple. First day candle, opening range, breakout, and then that breakout is our what? That breakout is nothing other than your entry for whatever side, buy side, or if it's breaking out down, then sell side. That's all. Now let's understand this thing in the market, the live market. If it's really happening, if it's not really happening, and blah blah stuff. Let's go for 6. Yeah, this is the first candle of the, where is the 6? 1 hour. No, let's go for 2 hour. First candle of 6. This is the first candle of 6, right? 12, 1 and 2. First candle of 6, because this was day started, and after that I told you wait for 2 hours because 2 hours candle is going on. So this became our July 2. You can see July 2 AM become our first candle of 6th July. Started from the 12, because 12 ending, this candle's ending. This is the July where I can see 12, exact 12, which becomes it started from the 5 and ended at the 12. And this day of the 6 started from here and ended. The first candle became this candle, the 2 AM candle of July. We waited for there to have a breakout. At this point, people will say this is the breakout we can see over here, right? Most of the people might have gone for the buy side, but I told you three differences. Big player. Now you all people know at the time that Meta Planet bought a heavy investment in the Bitcoin, that is 2017 or something kind of money coin he bought in the Meta Planet. We got the breakout for the down, but at the same point it is not a breakout. It is not a proper breakout because candle is still in that line. If you want to have a genuine breakout, if you want to look for a genuine breakout, always wait for a candle to get away from that line. If it's this huge candle, then don't wait for this huge candle. Okay, you can invest in that huge candle. Let's see what kind of investment we got. The end 7th July. Yeah, this is the last candle. Okay, let's just see from this point, from the breakout point to this point, we reach 0.84% in the market. That's all. That's not a huge investment. That's not a huge way the market went up, but still it went up. Oh, that's from here to here. Yeah, that's 1.36% the market went up. 1.36%. Let's check it for the other candle. This is 2nd July's candle. This is the 2nd July's first candle. I put this is, see, you can clearly see the timing in the down. Wednesday 2nd July 2025 2 a.m. This is the first candle of that. I put my range over here, and in that range I can clearly see that second candle itself gave me a breakout, a good breakout. From the day start we got a heavy investment, and I'm just gonna quickly see what is the last candle of this. Last candle of 3rd July is this. This is the start of 3rd July. Last candle of 2nd July is this. Right. Now let's just check from this place to the market till the market actually went was highest. 3.40% of profit you are getting over here. Okay. It gave you breakout up and the whole market stayed up in that moment. That's the thing of the ORB. And more such cases will be there in the, like, you can just go and test it in the previous thing again and just go from the 20. Let's keep this one very specific thing. Have the start day, that is second day first candle, and the last day first day candle and the end candle. Compare the price range between that. If it's above, if it's below, if it's there, or if it's not, all of those things, just compare it. Then you will have an actual response. You will know where the market is actually heading and every of those things, and what kind of profit you are getting from this. This is a very simple strategy called as opening range breakout, ORB strategy. Making a range in the first candle of the day, waiting for the breakout. Wherever it gives a breakout, go for that position. Breakout up, go for buy. Breakout down, go for sell. Because at the end of the day, the market is gonna stay in that moment. But 3 things: news, market behavior, and the big player. Be aware of those 3 things. Other than that, it is okay. Now, people ask me fair value gap strategy. Okay, now I will give you fair value gap strategy. There is no issues. Fair value gap is also known as FVG. Okay, it's just short form of that. Same like ORB, FVG, fair value gap strategy. Now, what does a fair value gap strategy means to you? What gap we are finding, where we are finding this gap, and blah. Now, fair value gap strategy is created by big players. Fair value gap strategy is created by the big players. Okay, now this strategy talks about one very specific steps. This strategy talks about how a big player's investment can be tracked and where to find their next investment. That's all. Generally, what happens is a candle doesn't have a gap between them. Gap is created by the heavy investment. The less investment cannot create gap. Heavy investment can create the gap. Make sure to understand this thing. Less investment, no gap. Heavy investment, gap will be there. Okay. So now the gap is nothing other than the limit order placed by the big players or their investment. That's all. What we understand by this situation is once a gap is created, and for the fair value gap, we like opening range breakout, we saw one candle. For a fair value gap, we see three candles. First, second and third. The gap will be created between the third candle and the first candle. This will be the gap which will be created in between third and the first. Second candle is our fair value gap candle, which is an investment of the big players. This is the second candle will be the investment of the big players. First and third candle will be the normal candle, which will be having a huge gap in between. That huge gap is what here limit order is put. Limit order is set. Next time what happens is, for example, let's just draw it very accurately. Okay, first candle, second candle, third candle. Can you see this is again H and L. Okay, H and L, this is L. Now first candles H and third candles L, they have gap in between. Generally you won't see the gap. Generally you won't see a gap, but in fair value gap, whenever there is a limit order place or heavy investment, you can see this gap, distance between L to the H of first candle. This is first candle, this is second, third candle, and this is the second candle. Distance between first candles H and third candles L. This is your fair value gap where limit orders are placed. Now what happens is actually first the investment was taken, that's why the gap was created. Now another limit order is placed exactly at that same value. Sometime it is, sometime it is not. Fair value gap doesn't give you guarantee that that limit order is placed. It doesn't give you guarantee for being placed at that moment. The guarantee is there, like market sentiment is a guarantee, not the limit order. Majority of the time you may find a limit order again placed over there, but sometimes it is more for the market sentiment. I will make you understand both terms. Market limit order, first understand. One investment done, market went up. Now I told you this one thing, that big player has a very huge investment which cannot be put in one go. They cannot make it go in one go because that will create a very huge candle, which is not ethical for a big player to invest. So they invest in a small trades. Now first trade was taken over here. Now they will put the second trade at a same price range because that is a limit order they set. They don't buy, they don't go for like, okay, buy. They don't click on buy. They just create a limit order. Now market can see a limit order being placed at a same position again. Whenever the market will come, market knows the limit order is placed for heavy investment, and you know market is a very greedy for money. Market will come down, tap to that fair value gap, get that limit order set, and you will see sudden very huge candle will form over there. Why sudden huge candle? Because limit order is placed over there, and from there again the market will go up. Market from the third candle it will go up, come down to the fair value gap, touch the fair value gap, and it will go. I will show you everything in the practical as well. It may look a little confusing for you how the market is coming down and blah blah thing. I will show you in the real market as well. Okay, you don't have to worry regarding that. This is the markets, fair value gaps are being, limit orders are being touched again, tapped, got invested in the market, and a huge candle came, and then we can have again another price up. This is one way. Second way, I told you, market sentiment. Market sentiment is basically, now whenever there is a fair value gap, even though there is no another limit order there is no limit order. Like I told you, it depends on the big player. If they want to cut it down to 4 parts, they can cut. If they just want to today they just wanted to invest very low amount for today, that's all, and they went. That low amount created a fair value gap, because even their low amount is a very huge amount, right? So in that situation, what happens? In that situation, what happens? Now people sentiment will react. Market won't react. Limit order is not placed over there, so market won't even come down to come and blah blah blah. Now people sentiment will make the market come down. They had a fair value gap after a very good profit, whatever. People will start selling because they know one thing for very sure. First profit they got from here to here, second profit they will come, the sellers will be active, they will get the market down just to tap to this. Even though the external force is not being applied, external force as in market is not applying any force to make the market go down, the limit order is not even placed so that the market will push down, the people sentiment, because now muscle memory is reacting. They know fair value gap created, they have to get the market down, tap into this, and then from there they will again buy it. That's the muscle memory. For example, if you are touching something hot, you will know the time you touch the hot, it will react and you will take your hand off. That is your reaction, that is your muscle memory, right? Now another example of muscle memory. Now every time, like for example, if you are every day at a same moment, if you are having your dinner at XYZ time, like let's say you are having your dinner from 7 to 8, in that 1 hour you are having your dinner every day, you will feel hungry at 18th day or the next week, like right now my stomach is feeling very hungry because I am I am giving food to my stomach in that moment for every day. So even if you don't remember that you have to have food, your stomach will remember, like, bro, you need to eat. You used to feed me every day at this time. What happened today? He will give you some indication that the stomach making sounds, you feeling very hungry, and those kind of things will happen. Now same thing will market will happen. Once they see the fair value gap, now the market knows one thing for very sure, there is a very huge dinner over here. And all the time I used to go down, the market used to go down, tap into it, and it used to jump up. That is called as market sentiment. That even though there is no fair value gap over there, even though like fair value gap was just one order was placed, created a fair value gap, now the market sentiment will make the market come down. Sellers will be active, they will buy at the dip price and sell it at a higher price. That is a market sentiment. Got it? Now let's understand this same thing in the market. Okay. What you need to find is gap between first candle and the third candle. That's all. I can see over here. See, this is a first candle, this is a second candle. Generally, this is a general idea. This is a general thing. Generally, can you see any gap between? You can see any gap. This is another fair value gap. Okay, this is a later part, but generally you cannot see the gap. This is a general part I am showing you because you need to know everything. General, can you see any gap? Any gap? No, gaps are created over here straight up because of the fair value gaps. Like big investors, wherever there is a fair value gap, just understand one thing, that heavy investment has happened. Okay, can you see anything? Let's see. No fair value gap, no fair value gap. Why? This is a general way. This is what generally a candle will have. Candle having a fair value gap represents that it is a heavy investment. Got it? So the first fair value gap which I can see in the recent time frame is this. First candles H and third candle's low. This is my fair value gap. Okay, and it is a green side, so I will make it green. Okay, this is your FVG, fair value gap. Can you see exactly the same thing happened? The market went up from there. They knew for very specific that we have to come down to tap in, and then from again they straight up went up. This reaction is there. Every fair value gap will have this reaction most of. If they are not having that reaction, then there is no other sentiment. This not having reaction, most of the time it will have the reaction. Fair value gap, market breakout, come down, tap in, go up. This is the breakout which happened. Market will again come down, tap in, and again go up. This is a common general reaction which fair value gap will have. If it's not having, that means continuous buying is happening from the buy side. Like the big player is continuously buying. I will show you those example as well. You don't have to worry regarding. This is the first fair value gap example. Now let's see the next fair value gap example. This is the next fair value gap example. You will find it mostly wherever you will go, you will find it. First candle's edge, third candle's low, my fair value gap created. I saw my fair value gap. The market came down, gave you a breakout, again pointed out, tapped into this. Now condition is market can tap whenever it wants. Now we don't know exactly where the limit order is placed. Either it is here, or either it is here, either it is here, or between this range. So market can come down, tap into that wherever it feels between this point, either from the start to the end, wherever it can tap out, and it can give you that reaction of upgrowth. Same thing happened earlier. Market went up, came down to tap in, and from there again shoot up. You will have profits from here. Good amount of 1.7% of profits, 2% of profit, 8% of profit, 9% of profit. Now it all depends on the majorities of the people, the retailer support, and the investment of the big player. Now it depends on that. This is the second example I gave. Let's see one more example of the fair value gap. This is a fair value gap. First candle, third candle, first candle edge, third candle's low. We can see gap. Market shoot up, came down, took the grab, and went up. Straight went up. How much percent of profit you got? More than 3% of profit you can get from that position. This is how the market reacts to fair value gaps. Now, the more easier way, if you feel that finding a fair value gap by yourself is little hard, I can give you one indicator which can help you have that thing. See, type fair, and the first one, the Lux Algo. Lux Algo, they actually make good indicators. So any indicator of Lux Algo is actually very good. Okay, yeah. What is fair value gap? Absorption. Okay, 48% absorption they did. Okay, those kind of thing also you can find out. But right now I just need fair value gap. That's all. I will. So once you put this fair value gap indicator of Lux Algo, wherever in the market you see fair value gaps, you will find out here. They will directly tell you either it's a green side, red side, green side, red side. It will tell you about that. Red side will indicate, see, this is a very small. Such kind of small, they don't worth. At least it should be this kind of big. Okay, so these are the fair value gaps. You can see wherever the fair value gap has touched, market went up, again came down, tap into that exact fair value gap, and again jumped up. You can see it multiple times. The same scenario has happened multiple times. This is also fair value gap, but why they never showed? Why they are not showing this fair value gaps? I need for all the market, bro. They are just showing the recent ones, not the old ones. Fine. Why we need to know for old ones? So this is how fair value gap works. Understood? This is a strategy of fair value gap. Tired. I'll have 15-minute break for myself. We'll come up and we'll do some technical analysis and we'll take a trade. I'll have 15-minute break. Okay. Fine. Break is over, people. Break is over. Okay. So we are doing a live crypto analysis, and as per this, in our 1 hour time frame, we can easily see that this was the one fair value gap which was respected and went straight up. Right now it is again coming back to that one fair value gap. Maybe again the market sentiment or some limit order might be placed over in that situation, which can, one second. Which can again come up. We are very close to that point of the market, which we can see maybe again the market can tap into that same situation and go up to the fair value gap of the red side. This is how a red side fair value gap looks. Okay, you might have not seen this before, but this is the red fair value gap, which will do the same exact thing. It will try to go up to the market, tap into it and fall down. Okay, because the limit order is placed for sell side and green is limit order is set for buy side. That's why there is the tap in jump and tap in drop, jump and drop. Okay, so right now we are very close to our this market, so I'm just gonna make sure that I am approaching. Yeah, this is that thing. Then also, just for a target I want to have this as my target. Now let's just go on the lower time frame. Okay, we are in the lower time frame right now. This is that 1 hour fair value gap which we are sitting on right now. Other than that, do we see any demand zones? Do we see any supply zones in the market? This was one demand zone. This is that supply zone. Too many. I don't want this many things. Okay, 1, 2, fair value gap. This is the fair value gap. Okay, so we'll go by the simple fair value gap strategy. We won't do any difficult strategy or something. Very simple fair value gap strategy. This is the FVG of 1 hour. We are sitting on 1 hour fair value gap. Right now our market is near way. I will just go for a long position at this point at the bottom. Okay, the first target, see, my main target is still here. This is what I want to touch. I can have 1:6 reward ratio. Okay, 1:6 reward ratio we can have over here. That's this will be my target, my entry point. Other thing which I need to be specific over here, any, yeah, on higher time frame I want to check one thing as well. On higher time frame, 1 hour time frame, two, three, four, five, B, C. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. See, we have starting 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 A B C. We have made a 5 waves in the market as well. After this 5 wave, maybe right now a reversal movement can come, and this can give a chance to go back to our original position. Overall, we are seeing the market is in a little up. 5 waves are done. That is a good thing for our sharpens. This is our red fair value gap, so let's just go by fair value gap, and I can also see ABC is also done. So maybe a new wave can start, and from here we can have a movement. Maybe let's see in 2-hour fair value gap. In 2-hour fair value gap, you can okay, this whole thing is also sitting over here. Let's go by fair value gap only. I cannot see anything else. 5 minute. In 5 minute SMC, there is structure breakout happening, structure downfall to downfall, downfall to downfall, but you can also see that the dip has already been going up. Equal highs, weak low. Okay, let's wait for the market to tap in once again. This is not a perfect tap in. I don't feel like market is going to jump away from here. It will take a little time. It will come down and then it will jump up. Let's wait for 2 to 3 minutes. This is weak high. It can be easily manipulated. Weak high. Okay. I don't want to see this much stuffs. Okay. Change of character has happened, but market has grabbed liquidity. All the thing which was here, from here it has gone. Okay. But changes character has happened for the downside. but market has tapped in. This will be your target, initial target of the market. Okay. You can clearly see how the market is going up after tapping to that fair value gap. This is your entry point and the market is right. This is your target right here. I want to wait for 2 to 3 candle to enter in the market. I'm hoping that a market will do this again and this. But there is a good demand also sitting over here. This is a demand place. See, you can see demand straight up. That's the demand over there. Rather than just waiting the market, let's play game. See, that's why I'm waiting. There is no straight up decisions right now. We should wait for the market. Market has tend to make the longer lower wicks. This longer lower wicks is not good. It's bad thing for us. What's happening? I think we should wait for just it to tap it one more time. I want this market to tap in one more time, a little tap, and then we enter from exactly this point. And I don't know why, but I believe this will be tapped. This will be tapped. This will be tapped over here, and then we can go up. Let it come more down. We can watch our market from this side and we can play game together at the same point. Okay. But where is that new? See, the market is coming down, it is dipping again. Let's wait, people. Let's wait for the right point of the entry. Let it dip. Let it dip. We want market to dip. I just want to check one thing. Where is that new girl? She's supposed to be here. Spirit Empress. Yeah, this is Spirit Empress. Okay. That's it. I was expecting more. One shot. That's nice. After that baby dragon does anything? Nah, there is no baby dragon as well. Okay. Target area and ground. Ground elixir 3. Behold the Spirit Empress, the first of her name. Protector, first of her name. Spirit Empress. Wow. It is coming down. Let it come down. That this is from the point where we will enter the market. It will go and tap in once again. Okay. Behold the first her in the name, protector of the spirit, rider of the dragon. Summon her as a hard-hitting ground true for 3 elixir, or atop her majestic spirit dragon for 6 elixir. Not that great. I was expecting a lot, like serious things. This is like just another new card. I was expecting a new card, like something with a new something, like very new powers, new these things. And nothing. He's just having an axe. She's hard hitting, and she is having the not that great. Not that great. Didn't like. Okay. But just in case for the night, our market is falling down. Let it fall down. As I told you, let it fall down as much as it wants. Let it fall down. Again it will go to tap into its fair value cap, and from there we'll enter. Our next target will be this. Let it fall down. This is not a right movement. I didn't saw a grader. It's fine. We are up in the damage system. We are 2 up in the damage systems. Wow. Let's back off with some this. Arey yaar. Okay, I have everything for his attacks. Everything. Every possible thing I'm carrying. He cannot touch. Come back. Yes. Do this. Do that. And gone. Okay. A little buying pressure again from there, but it will come down. Market needs to have high and H and L of the market. It is just creating the H because that's where it opened. Okay. Do not worry regarding any situations. Spirit Impress, very bad card. It's not a good card to have. So what if it's a hard hitting card, huh? Let it go down, okay? We buy in the dip. Do not forget we are gonna buy in the dip. Don't buy over here. We'll buy somewhere over here, fair value gap, so that we can have a good amount of profit. Let the market sink. Let the market sinks. Let the market sink. Market should sink as much as it want. अरे यार, अरे यार, अरे यार. Wow, his zap is that powerful. Damn. That's nice. See, it's falling down again. Let it fall down. Don't do anything. Let it fall down. This is Sparta. Shit. Now he's gonna put this. I'm gonna put this. Okay. Nice. Now that he has used that thing, I'm ready with this. Have some attack. Have some attack. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we had attack. Let's go. Finally, we had an attack. Okay. 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 Desperate movements are calling. Desperate movements. These are his desperate movements. These are his desperate movements. Such a desperate movements he's making. Desperate movements calls. Now that I've cornered him a little, not that much, a little I've cornered him. Arey yaar, that guy, that one guy, bro, shit. Okay, fine with it. Fine with it. Fine with it. Fine with it. How much cycle I can make? How much cycle I can give? Fast. Okay, come on. Good cycle. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. We'll still wait. We'll still wait. Market has not dipped yet. We still are having the lower low. The break of structure is not even happened. There is no break of structure. There is nothing. We wait. Let's have another pattern. अरे यार. Okay, he has everything. That's nice. Just remove that. Remove that still. Kill that guy first. Yes, good. One hit is fine. One hit is fine by me. I'll also spread this thing. This thing over here. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Okay. Still holding good. Still holding good. Level 6 guy has been dealt with. That's nice thing. What he had? Ah, fireball he had. Okay. I forgot he had fireball. Let's save our elixir. Alright. Let it come like this. You here, you in the back. All people hitting together. This exact in the corner. Mistake happens by people. That's good thing. Arey yaar, he has that thing as well. I don't want hit. I said I don't want hit. I get it. You have too many small cards. But same here, brother. I have a lot of small cards. Okay. 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 Still intact. 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 Okay, let's go in the corner. Let's go over here. Why that Pekka is there? Why that guy is there? Why that guy is there? Why that guy was there? Why? Bro, what? How he... Bro, there are so many peoples behind him. Why that guy was there? So wrong. Okay, I know he has that thing. That's such a wrong thing, bro. He didn't had that thing. That was not thing. Okay, he has that as well. Very good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Bro, he's saved. That bomber is saved. Nice. We are creating a demand box over here. A rectangle face will be created to mark it to go up. अरे यार shit. Wrong. Few wrong decisions and this happened. Karol Bagh. Okay, we still can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Simple this. Here's an log, cobble barrel. And small hit. I can still get it. I can still get him. Trust me, I can still get him. That's very easy. Why? Which was saved? How come which is saved? How come which is saved over there? There is no chance for which to get saved at that point. It's fine, it's a loss. No elixir to save that thing. ठीक है. We are still waiting for the dip. Still waiting for the dip. The dip is still there. Bro, wait, bro. OG. Now it doesn't have elixir to defend this. Bro, save your that tower, bro, first. No. Oh, he really thinks that he can take my main tower. Damn son, confidence. Bro, can you see what is there? Why he's not able to see what is there? That's the match, bro. That's the match. Okay, so I think that's my time to go. We are waiting for the fair value gap. For the future, I'm saying if you are still in the trade, just wait for this much. This line and this line somewhere in between, the market will again come down, tap in, and from there it will shoot up to this target. Okay, wait for that moment, you will get your trade, don't worry. So thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being a part of this platform as well. I will be taking off leave now, and I will see you tomorrow, same timing. You don't have to worry, I'll come here every day for you. And if you have any doubt, anything, please make sure that you're commenting on the comment section. Then only I will get to know that what you need to learn or something like that. Okay, so thank you so much for joining this live stream. Thank you so much for being part. Do not forget to download the Zbit app from my this thing link. Okay, if you don't put the link, you are not getting a chance to win the bitcoins. Cool, then thank you so much. Bye bye all people.